Today we're going to walk through kind of the best little cheat route, I almost want to call it. I mean, it's a really cheesy route. It takes, I mean, almost no skill, but it's really good at beating man and definitely different zones. So obviously you guys know I'm in Oregon State. Let me just call it Corner Strike and show you versus man coverage. So one of the things you'll play a lot, especially when you're on Corner Strike or other plays with a stem down corner like this, is people will start moving a player, to the flat, like a hard flat or a purple, to try to take it away. Or they run over there with their user to take away your stem corner out, right? So we want to have something else on this play, as well as kind of have good route spacing with it. But the route that I want to talk about, it sounds really basic. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's just a curl route. So right here, I like to curl my point man, and it's really up to you. I like to stem it up if I know I'm gonna have time because I get like 5 extra yards. If not, just leave it how it is. It works the same. And then, so here I probably do, this is probably the route combo I like the most, just because, especially against cover 2 man or cover 0, every one of these routes beats man. My tight end and my corner route have potentials for big plays. But, just watch the curl route. When it's snapped, if you just like kind of throw it right as it breaks, I've never seen anyone drop this, or it's like 1 in 100 chance you drop it, because the catch in traffic in this game is, 7,000. Same thing in Madden, too. I mean, you just wait. I mean, I can wait, now throw it, and you'll still catch it. I mean, he still has the ball in his hands. And that's against a 91 overall DB. So this route, there's kind of some things we can do with it too versus zone coverage, but like even stemming it up, right? Like if I know a user's gonna, let's say he puts a zone on, on the stem down corner outside, and then he either wants to use the drag or the post, right? I mean, I can wait, I'm bagged, I'll just throw the curl route. I mean, half the time you'll break this tackle too. I see it a lot in actual games where you just break, like it's an auto broken tackle. I don't know why, but as you guys can see, I mean, nothing is guarding this curl route at all. I mean, well, obviously this is man coverage, but no matter how long I wait, like let me see how long I wait here. Still throw it. He still caught it. I mean, like, it's a really, really great man beater, especially again, if you have a route combo as powerful as something like this, where we know this stem corner is going to be open, we know the post is going to be I mean, if you watch the post, right? Right there's a deep half. Oh, I'm bagged. Curl route. So it's something to bring there. And then here's where I want to kind of show you guys how it gets. It can get kind of glitchy. Let me bring it out to zone for you guys, because obviously we know curl routes beat man. Cool. But how does it do versus zone? Because what happens if somebody zone drops it, or I'm just unprepared? Let's call. I'll start with Tampa 2 because there's a vertical hook there, right? So we're gonna have the same route combo. Or well, technically, I mean you probably put a streak on the field if it was Tampa 2, but. This is where I said you stem it up to get it behind yellow zone. So if we watch, you can get right behind the yellow zone, and then you kind of just fit them in. They're very hard to guard, especially people user, right? Because, a lot of people obviously will, run their users or the drag route, or they use the guy in the middle. And if you just have patience, I mean, you can really just, they get to really soft spots in the zone. So really want to bring you guys this video, just a tip. 1 versus man. If you struggle versus cover 2 man, cover 0, cover 1, run curl routes. All right, let me go show you cover 2 man, just to, actually, fuck it, cover 1. Some of the yellow zone, right? Obviously, again, the guy, most people use the yellow zone, but, whatever. Cover 1, so we go here. Even the yellow zone, you just throw it. Hey, you actually dropped it. I mean, but you guys saw it's what, like the first drop in like 20 times. So, this is a route. I started using it more on my gauntlet this time, where I went 10-0 this week, was just hitting these curl routes, because he doesn't. I mean, it's triple coverage and he's not dropping it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. One thing you can also do, if you're ever 4th and long, this is where kind of the use of the curl route becomes even better. Let's say we're here. It's called cover 3. I don't know. Let's say you're 3rd and long. If you do like a 25-yard curl, it's gonna sound. Let's ignore the rest of the route combo. Actually, I'll streak all these guys. Just so. But it's really dumb. But like, the same thing happens versus outside thirds. Obviously, against zone, you got to be a little more careful, because obviously what was I gonna say? The underneath zones can play it, but once it clears the underneath zone, again, don't throw it too early, because right there you saw I threw it too early. I didn't realize how long I stemmed it. It'll run like a streak. But let's say I'm 4th and 25, right? And and I got something like this going on. We got double corners on one side of the field, but the user's probably gonna take that away. Oh, what do? Well, I wait for him to clear, turn around, hit the curl. You can throw 20-yard curls under deep zones. So this is truly a really great third and long, fourth and long play. Um, I mean, it's really hell, especially if you run it with a really powerful route combo already. Additionally, another one that's really, really annoying to guard would be like verticals, for example. Because, so like right here, right, I'd have, if I was fourth long, probably something like this. But there's a vertical threat and the seam threat, so it's going to be really hard for them to really take that away. And if you're a user, right, like if I see this, I just assume it's 3 streaks because it runs the same as a streak, and the second it turns around, right, no one's prepared to guard that, and it's less obvious, right? Like let's say we do, some people do comebacks or like comebacks, but like watch how, I mean you can stem a comeback up, but watch how like differently this runs. It kind of fades out, then he hits the back foot, whereas the stem curl, literally just looks like a streak. I mean, it runs the exact same as a streak, and then we just hit it right behind the zone. See, I mean, the third has never broke back on this yet. So it's a really good gadget route, to kind of throw into some of your plays. So, I recommend, trying to find a route combo or two versus man and zone with a curl route. Just to have something in your back pocket when you need it. If you watch my Oregon State stuff, and you run this would be the route combo right here for man. Cover 1 or cover, I will tell you, if it's cover 2 man, I'd probably streak this guy to run off the deep half to hit the tight end post under it. If it's cover 0 or cover 1, I just put a drag on the field. Versus man, especially if it's cover 0, I don't love stemming the corner out up because it sometimes can take too long to turn around. But so right here, obviously we have our stem corner, post wins, we just hit the curl. Holy shit, he dropped it again. I've never seen that before. But 2 in 1 video. Look at that. What happens when you film? There we go. And just possession catch these if that wasn't obvious. Versus zone, one of the things I would probably do. So we talk about this route combo. We know. Let me run this real quick. We know I run this route combo a lot. One of the things I would consider doing here would be a tight end curl, something like that. And then maybe like a running back Texas. You really put stress on this user right here. I forgot this is cover 0. Let me call zone coverage real quick. That's what I'd probably run versus zone, because you still have the stem corner threat where they have to move a flat out or call match or do a bunch of other things to try to guard it. And then so like cover 3. I don't know. And then you're putting a lot of stress on their user, right? Because that's going over a yellow zone but under a third. So if we snap the ball, right? So the user takes a Texas, throws right under the third. And it's just really hard to guard because if the user kind of hesitates on it, first off, nobody expects this route combo. I'm going to be honest with you. No, who's guarding that? But if they hesitate, right, like if we just hit the Texas underneath, and if not, you just hit, your curl's wide open. So that's something I would do. Learn to use your stemmed up curls, especially under deep blues. Like a 15 to 20 yard stemmed up curl is really good. And then versus man coverage, I mean, it's great. Technically, I will tell you this: if you play man coverage, you can kind of bomb them with it. If you got the time, this isn't something I'd recommend, but more of like a dumb, funny thing to do. Let me get some time here, because there's nothing stopping me from doing this. And then as long as I get time, even if he's double teamed, I threw it too early. I forgot a logging, stuffed it up. Whoops. He's gonna get double teamed too. That's gonna make this more fun. Let's call cover 1, but. Yeah, just show you guys something dumb, but that's kind of what I do with the route combos. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how you guys think of these curls. They're really great routes, but we'll see. Again, you wait for them to break. Okay, I'm just getting sacked too fast. But if you get the time, I mean, it would work the same. But again, I'd probably do, especially if it's cover. If you want to do solo side, I'd probably do, because you can run the same route combo we already run, something like this. But again, if it's solo side, probably 20 yards, wait for him to break. It's a catch every time. So yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, what you guys think of these curl routes, and make sure you start using them in your offense in your games.